What's up guys, back with another Today in MMA video. I am your host Andrew, and today's topic was actually brought up on my TikTok a few weeks back. Is the Bantamweight division now the top division, the premium division? Let me know down in the comments below before we start this video. But before, Bantamweight has taken that title, we all knew that lightweight was the one that was the most competitive. All of the top 10 had a chance to beat each other on any given day, and now people have said that Bantamweight is now that division. Let me know what you guys think, like I said, before we dive into this. But right here, I have all the bantamweights and I have all the lightweights, at least 15 of them, the top 15. And we're just going to go over through some of the names and see if this is true or not. Lightweight kind of has been dwindling. The people that have been at the top have been at the top for a while. And, there's not really new blood in there, not too much. But yeah, let's get started. So first we got Sean O'Malley. Obviously that's a good fighter. He's a champion, right? We got Aljamain Sterling, good fighter as well. We got Merab Dashvili. I'm probably mispronouncing that last name, but he's good. And that's just 3 already. Very competitive fights, all 3 of those guys, right? Then we got Henry Cejudo, competitive. Corey Sandhagen, Peter Yan, Marlon Vera, Chito Vera, Song Yadong, Rob Font, Dominic Cruz, Pedro Munoz. That is the top 10 in bantamweight. And I would say that those are all competitive fights for all 10 of them. I would definitely have to say, or 11 because champion is, considered one, but then they have number 1 contender, all that stuff. And then the other remaining is Jonathan Martinez, who just had a very, very good performance against Adrian Yanez, who I honestly thought would have won because I'm an Adrian Yanez fan. But surprising. And then Umar Nurmagomedov, and he is Khabib's cousin, undefeated as well, and we don't know his potential yet, but he's already ranked. He could potentially be in the top 5 already. We just don't know yet because no one really wants to fight him. And then we got Ricky Simon. I mean, all I know is that he got beat by Uriah Faber when he came back. Before Uriah Faber fought Peter Yan, he got confidence from beating Ricky Simon. And it's crazy. Now he's ranked, Chris Gutierrez, and this is the guy that found the blueprint that Corey Sandhagen saw and did the same thing to Frankie Edgar that Corey Sandhagen did to him. He is a beast as well. I believe he might have lost recently. I could be wrong, but lastly we got Adrian Yanez at number 15. And Adrian Yanez has definitely got to fix that leg kick defense problem, but he is a killer himself, But that is the top 15 of bantamweight, and I would say that they are all skilled and they are all top 50. Like, I feel like all of them fighting, whatever matches you make, they're all going to be competitive. And that's what I think. And then we got lightweight. And at the top of lightweight, we got Islam Makhachev. We all know Islam Makhachev's a beast. And he's probably going to reign for a few more fights before he eventually retires. Or if he doesn't, I don't know. And then we got Charles Oliveira and then Justin Gaethje. So Charles Oliveira already smoked Justin Gaethje, and Islam Makhachev smoked Charles Oliveira, and they were about to rematch each other, but then he had the cut over his eye. Those are pretty competitive fights, but I feel like Islam Makhachev just beats them all. I don't know. That's just me. And then we got Dustin Poirier as number 3, Beneil Dariush, Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is probably going to fight Beneil Dariush if Conor McGregor chooses to fight someone else. That makes sense. Number 4 and 5 makes total sense. And then we got Matthias Gamrot, who I don't really know too much about. I believe he has a wrestling style, and he just beat Rafael Fiziev. And Fiziev is actually one of my favorite fighters as well. He is at number 7. And then we got Armin Sarukian, who is a guy who gave Islam Makhachev quite the interesting competitive battle, So that's pretty interesting that he's at 8. And then we got Dan Hooker, and then we got Rafael Dos Anjos. So that is the top 10, 11. Rafael Dos Anjos is pretty much old, and for him to be considered in there still, it says a lot about the division, you know what I mean? And then we got the remaining Jalen Turner, new blood, I'd say. Bobby Green, veteran, but recently just cracked the top 15, I'd say. And then Hanato Moicano, one of my favorite fighters as well. Subscribe to his YouTube channel if you haven't already. And then Matt Frivola. You know, he came a long way from getting knocked out by Terrence McKinney in like 20 seconds. So he's definitely proved himself. He recently wrecked Drew Dober, I believe, and now he's ranked. And then we got Drew Dober as 15, and Drew Dober actually just got a win recently as well. So telling you about both divisions, which one do you think is the more competitive one? After reading the lightweight one, I would still have to go with the bantamweight division. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd really like to have your input on this. But yeah, I still think bantamweight is probably the more competitive. I thought, and now coming from me, I thought lightweight was always the most competitive. But then I took a look at the top 15, I was like, hey, they're right, you know? They're right. But yeah, other than that, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Peace out.